Hello, friends. Welcome back here at Meade Stadium for the Corec Intramural Soccer Championship between the 11 seed Fatties FC in blue and the 2 seed Casamigos wearing orange. My name is Nick Crudale, brought to you with my partner
Esteban Melendez. It's a pleasure to join you guys in the booth for one final ride. Hopefully this game is memorable. It should be a decent matchup here. It's always nice to play on the turf.
It always is. Bright lights are on here in Kingston. Just getting ready for kickoff. Officials are fixing the corner flags that seem to have blown over before the whistle is blown to start. In goal for Fatties FC is Brett Summers, and in goal for Casamigos is Brandon Natarino Tanako.
It'll be a very interesting matchup. Brandon Natarino Tanako is a very, very, very solid goalkeeper, one of the best I've seen here at Intramural Sports, and I think he might be a key difference maker for this seemingly tenacious Fatties FC. You know, they've won a lot of hard-fought games to be here, made a lot of major upsets, so very excited to see if they can pull off one final upset.
Yeah, Fatties FC with the last-minute switch from goalkeeper with picking Brett over Tumise Malaku. So let's see if that plays in their favor.
The right decision, in my opinion. Love Timu to death, but that man is not a goalkeeper.
So as we get ready to kick off on a windy night here in Kingston. So if you don't know our rules, we're going to play 2 halves consisting of 20 minutes each half. And then it's pretty much just straight on soccer. The only big thing we don't do compared to what you might see in the Premier League or La Liga or something like that is slides. Slide tackles and automatic yellow in our league.
Also to note, we have no offsides in this league as well. We also have a no goal kick over half rule because of said no offsides rule.
There we go. Got to brush up on my soccer rules.
Apparently so, man.
Yeah.
Our referees for tonight, Malcolm Thorpe will be on the nearest side to the camera, and on the far side by the GM table is Ashraf Alashwal, 2 of my most well-trained studs. Absolute GOAT pairing that we have here. Also to note, on Fatties FC, I have 4 of my officials playing in this game. Sorry, 3. I forgot that Malcolm isn't on the team anymore. But we have Zoe Condon, Edgar Lopez, Prince Sheriff, and Tamisha Welaku.
What are we waiting on?
As we're trying to figure out what the... So, looks like the delay is over. We should be hearing a whistle any second to start the game. Referee's asking if both goalkeepers are ready, and we are
an instant
off.
shot? I mean, I don't hate it,
And
but
there's a save by Brett Summers really quick into this game.
early MVP candidate, Brett Sumter's one
He's already
save.
on the stat board, so
Absolutely.
back in their own half.
Let's see what Tanoka can do here. Very good distributions as he can find Sierra Scully in the midfield. And a handball is called on a interesting control there. But let's see what Fatties FC can do. They're going to need a lot of scrappy moments to win this game. Casamigos is, I don't want to say heavy favorites, but they have been a very, very good team so far this season.
Yeah. Free kick now, taken, sends it to the goal. Easy grab for Brandon on that one. Punts it over half.
No way.
And
Oh,
it just
forces another save out of Brett.
it's going to result in a corner kick. That almost went in. Brett didn't tap it over the crossbar.
Yeah, this is another thing that these players are going to have to get used to. It's very different from North Rec, while the bounces might be a little bit more forgiving or unforgiving depending on who you ask. Playing on turf, the ball is going to move a lot quicker. The players are going to move a lot quicker. Should be a very interesting game.
And as I mentioned earlier, a very windy night. The wind is definitely going to be a factor for these teams. As this one controlled. Poked out. There's a chase for the ball. And looks like a stalemate for a second. Able to be cleared.
Finds Sierra Scully in the midfield. Scully assesses her options. Decent move. Gets still
Is
working
able with
through
the
all of it.
Still with the ball.
Quick
Dishes
feet.
it up.
Zoe Condon with the tackle. Keeps Grijalva in the corner there.
Aaron with the pass up. The shot. And it's in.
An early goal for Casamigos.
Manuel Moreno on that shot sends it just to the left side of the net. Brett Summers didn't think he was going to go there with the ball. Puts them on the board only 2 minutes into this game.
It's a great finish, honestly. Right in the corner where the keeper can't get it. Brett seems to be a pretty tall guy from up here. So low and in the corners is going to have to be the key for Casamigos today.
And that's definitely going to be a key with the wind. Low and on the ground for all passes and shots.
Yeah, if Fatties FC or Casamigos resorts to the long ball, it could get ugly.
Manuel Moreno now passes it up.
Condon on the defense there. Finds Scully in the midfield. Scully takes a touch.
Scully trying to work the other way now. Passes it back to midfield. Trying to look for options. Passes it up.
It's a great filtered ball, just no one
Right
able to
out
get on the end of that.
reach of Cano. It's going to be a goal kick for Fatties. Looks like it's going to be taken by Brett Summers. Goal kick now from Brett. Tries to pooch it over the head of a Casamigos defender. Does for a second.
Controlled by Grijalva there. Great control there. Finds Moreno in the midfield.
Moreno now.
So it looks like he was eyeing up a shot there for a second.
Cano dishes it back to Moreno in the corner. Kind of trapped. No options. And is able to
Seemingly-
split the defenders and stay with it.
Finds a decent attempt there. No one seemingly at the back post.
Casamigos now looking like they're working fast up the field. Takes a second to pause.
This is going to be another one of these keys for Fatties FC and for good save by Brandon Tinoco there. But it's going to be a key for them for Fatties FC. I think they just need to slow the pace of the game down. If Casamigos gets going, we already saw them get going early, but they just have to make sure that they stay in the game, slow the pace of the game down, and don't let them get too far ahead.
Moreno now. Dishes it out back. Moreno now back with the possession of the ball. Some green grass ahead of him, trying to work around a couple defenders. Got a whistle on the play.
Great officiating there from Ash.
Ash pretty much might have been a step or two behind that play, but had a pretty good angle on that.
It's just, just great officiating. I just love to see when my guys apply what they've learned over the past couple of years.
Casamigos player asking for some space to attempt this free kick.
Looks like Grijalva's going to take it in.
Shot on, blocked. Fatties FC clears it and sends it right out of the side.
Listen, man, when in doubt, kick it out.
Casamigos now on the throw-in. Quick work by Ashley Zambrano Londono. Back to Cano. Cano in the corner. Tries to flip it across the box.
Oh,
Does.
Summers
What
leaves
a
it.
goal. Moreno putting Casamigos both goals on the board.
Yeah, he's really putting in a shift here early as we see a line change for the boys for Fatties FC introducing Prince Sheriff to Misa Molaku and another player who I can't make out the number of. But you can see them trying to, get the flow of the game back together, trying to, maybe piece a couple passes together. We can see he's driving straight at the heart of the midfield currently. Dishes it out, and unfortunately out of bounds.
Throw in for Casamigos. What a cross.
No, honestly,
that goal.
That was a peach. That was an excellent service, right in the dangerous area, right where the goalie kind of hesitates whether he should come out or not, and ultimately he left it, and we saw what happened.
Zambrano now on the throw-in. Aaron now passes it back to Brandon. Brandon kicking it across the field.
Great chest control, but Molaku gets there.
Molaku now still in possession.
Will he have a shot?
He's trying to make something happen.
Shifty feet. He might
loses
have
the
waited
ball.
a little long.
And there we got no Ash.
No whistle.
Official says no foul on that play.
Seems like he fell a little easily, but Sierra Scully plays it right out of bounds.
Throwing for Fatties FC on the far side. Back to Condon. Condon now trying to make something going. Dishes it up front. And that
Foul committed by
There's gonna
Madison
be a
Howard. Great position that maybe they can get something out of this. Nope, they play
it
quick.
Molaku.
Takes a touch outside. And another save forced by Tinoco.
Maya Johnston on that shot.
Trying to find Moreno deep.
Does.
Controlling his Prince Sheriff. Finding Molaku.
Prince playing it off the head and straight back out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for Casamigos. Is it going to be Ashley Zambrano on the throw-in again? Trying to see what jersey number. It is.
Looks like it. Excellent thrower of the ball.
That one just a short pass into the field of play. Off of
Off of Zambrano.
Yep, it's going to be a Fatties FC throw-in.
Prince Sheriff back to Moluku. Those two, I'm excited to see the connection between Moluku and Sheriff because they're roommates as well. So hopefully that roommate connection goes a little bit farther, translates onto the pitch, and maybe we can see some combination play from the two of them with about 12 minutes and 45 seconds left in this first half.
Sheriff playing that ball right out of bounds. Zambrano now with another throw-in. Taking the throw-in really deep from where it went out.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They're trying to just recycle possession. It looks like Fatties FC is pressing a little bit, but there's a lot of green grass on this field. As a turnover could lead to something here on the counterattack.
Fatties FC now loses possession of the ball.
One back by Scully.
Scully out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for Fatties FC. They're thought about playing quick, but here comes the throw-in now.
Good
Played off the chest.
Good control. Defended by Howard. Collected
Right
by
into Tanako's hands. This
control with the studs there by Sheriff.
played by Sheriff.
Finds Moluku in
Cross.
the midfield.
Moluku now trying to get something going. He tried this for his first time he had possession of the ball. Dishes it back to Maya. Maya cross. And they're going to settle it. And here's a shot on goal. Tanaka right there to eat it up.
That's what Fatties FC needs, though. They just need to take shots. I mean, one of them is bound to land. Tanaka's a great goalkeeper, so they're going to need to test him definitely. But Moreno and Grijalva looking like they're linking up. Great.
And there comes a whistle.
Zoe Condon in disbelief that it was called as a foul. Let's see, Grijalva looking to take it quick, but Moluku smartly steps in front of the ball, which reminds us, our first sponsor of the game, Chips Ahoy. Not actually sponsored. We just really like them.
I can agree with that.
I mean,
Manny Moreno now on the kick.
It's a pretty solid
As
cookie.
Malcolm walks out space. The chewy ones, that's it. Though.
Yeah, the chewy ones are excellent. As Moreno takes a shot, drives it, and it's
it's
good. It's
Wrong
good.
sport, but it's good.
I think he's playing the wrong kind of football out here, ladies and gentlemen. But
I mean, we all know there's one real kind of football, and that ball just went through a vital piece of equipment in the real football game, the field goal post.
unless you're talking about football. But they're saying it's a corner kick. It was deflected.
Interesting. I didn't notice that.
I didn't.
I mean,
either.
I was really just watching if it was going in. I didn't see if anyone actually touched it also.
It's a hell of a field goal.
Corner now by Moreno. And Casamigos.
Trying to find
This one is sent into the box, played off the shoulder.
control by Moluku. Let's see if he can bring them up the pitch now. He likes
Moluku trying to dishes it up to Zoe.
Great find.
Oh, it's not Zoe Condon. I'm sorry.
Johnson with the service. Oh, it's a great service, but no one's at the back stick. I mean, honestly, Fatties FC have had some pretty good looks so far. Just haven't been able to get their guys in the right spot.
No, Moluku driving the ball up the field very well so far, trying to loot some defenders on the possession. It's gonna stay with Casamigos.
Yeah.
That one just played a little too. That touch by Moluku just a little too hard on that one.
We're getting a substitution now as Grijalva's taking his first breather of the match. We will let you know his replacement once we can see his number.
Moreno now with the throw in. Played by Fatties FC at the midline. Dishes it up to Johnston.
The player that came in, I believe is number 53, Dorian Da Silva, as he just makes an interception.
Ball played now in the middle of the field. Try to look for Johnson on that look. Gets it back. Pass out to the middle. This shot.
Another save by
hand.
Tanoko and just put
Poked out by Ashley.
Listen, man, when in doubt, kick it out. And now let's see if Fatties FC can do anything with this corner kick. You know, Timu's a pretty tall guy. Maybe find him in the 6-yard box. Maybe get a header on it.
Looks like it's number 48, Anthony Ramirez Lopez, taking the shot on this, taking the corner kick for Fatties FC. Trying to place this right in the middle of the box, and does. Tanaka able to catch it in the air. The punt.
You can see that the strategy early is try to find Moreno deep, as Moreno tries to get a little poke collected by Summers.
Summers now with the punt. Looks like a kick went off his ankle. Didn't have much hang time.
Scully just playing back. Smart to Madison Howard. Finds Dorian Da Silva again. Very composed from Da Silva in the middle of the park.
Back to Tanako. Tanako now in his own box. Sends it across. Intercepted by Fatties FC. Lopez now. Trying to make something of it. This one passed up to Johnson. Still in possession of it is Johnson. That
Johnston takes a shot, and it goes straight to the feet of Tinoco.
Tinoco now with the rollout this time. No punt like we've seen him do so far in this first half.
Listen, man, I've sung his praises before. He's a very good distributor of the ball.
Here goes Johnston.
Finds
Up
Malaku.
Up to Malaku. Malaku with a shot.
Oh,
It's going to end up in a corner kick for Fatties FC off of Tanako's hands.
dangerous poke by Christian Mestri there. Almost went into his own net, but a crucial intervention it turned out to be. As we can see, the wind has knocked over the corner flag. The wind not playing that big of a factor so far in this game.
Balls stayed on the ground, low, no high arcing shots yet, so we haven't really seen it affect the game so far.
Oh, great service into the middle of the box. And it's cleared out by Scully. Crucial intervention. Great touch by Moreno, but Sheriff is there to clean up.
Fighting with Zoe Condon on that one. And
He's shoved
we're
out of
going to have a
bounds.
foul called. Free kick played quick.
Oh, but it was straight to Dorian Da Silva. Dorian Da Silva slowing
Silva
down.
now slowing it down.
Great
Passes
composure,
across.
great find. Get the switch.
Moreno now.
Intercepted by Johnston.
Johnston now, ball in her own half.
Johnston been very involved in this first half
She
so far.
has. Trying to make something of it. Gives it right back to Casamigos. Zoe Condon now trying to play it.
Oh, great feed by Moreno.
Moreno still in possession. Has to beat two defenders. Zoe Condon with the
Great
tough defense.
Great defense there by Zoe Condon, keeping them, saving them from another potential goal-scoring opportunity. We've seen what Manuel Moreno can do.
Casamigos plays it right down the sideline, back into their own half. Tanako now out of the box. Passes it up right to Johnston.
Straight to Johnston. There we find
Off of Johnston.
crucial intervention again by Mestri. Finds Zambrano on the far side. Intercepted again, though. Johnson once again on the ball.
Shot on goal, wide right.
I think that was a shoss.
Josh.
Half cross, half shot. If someone was at the back, I'm telling you, Fatties FC just needs to have someone crashing the back post. They've had tons of looks open.
So, goal kick coming now.
Looks like Gabriel Meehan is checked back into the game for Anthony Ramirez Lopez.
Over the corner?
I guess we're taking, yeah.
I guess it's going to be a corner for Fatties FC.
Damn, we're not.
Guess it went off of last of a Casamigos player. But regardless, we're going to result in a corner kick.
Sheriff.
Fatties FC with the chance.
Sheriff unmarked at the back post. Maybe they can find something here.
This
Great service. Cleared out by Scully.
And sent right back out of bounds. Throw in for Fatties FC. Thought about playing it quick. Sends it across the middle to Malaku. Ball's batted up in the air. Still no one in possession. Johnston comes from behind the Casamigos player and is able to.
Johnston is playing incredibly well, I think, in this first half. A lot of early involvement. She's doing real dangerous looking on that left wing so far.
Prince Sheriff trying to clear it. He kicks it to the midfield. Moreno now to his teammate. I think that's number 53, Da Silva.
Yeah, Dorian Da Silva, yeah.
Silva still in possession of the ball. Crosses it back.
Finds Moreno again. Will he have a shot? He will. Off
It's
the crossbar. Oh, my goodness. That was almost a Puskas-worthy
Summers
goal.
there with a big save.
Malaku.
Tough defense by Malaku. Trying to grab the ball, and it ends up in Fatties FC's possession.
Oh, good feet by me in there to
Back
evade
to
the press of
Malaku.
Scully. Fatties
hear-
FC calling to kick it out, and
He does. Clears it.
great control by Madison Howard there. Back to Da Silva.
Da Silva now. Around the hash marks of the football field, trying to get something going for Casamigos. Put them on the board another time.
What a pass.
Cross
oh my
across
goodness.
field. That
Madison
one,
Howard straight to Fatties FC.
Fatties FC now with a chance.
Good
Played
control.
up.
Meehan's on the ball now. Good link-up play between Meehan and number 22. That
Katie.
is Katie. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
sorry if that's wrong.
Oh, and another
Nagi.
crossbar shot. And an
And we get-
unfortunate handball
Oh.
for Gabriel Meehan.
Played quick, though. Casamigos, everyone doesn't really know what just happened.
I think everyone's still in disbelief that almost went bar down.
Cano now with a shot. Caught right by Summers. The punt lands in Tanako's box. Able to easily gather that with no pressure. Played slowly now. 3:30 and running in this first half remaining.
Nick, what do you want to see out of Fatties FC going forward as we move into the second half?
They're they're doing everything right so far. They're putting pressure on Casamigos. They're spreading the field. They've had a good amount of touches so far. A couple missed opportunities on some crosses. The corner kicks were their opportunities. Just getting that ball in the box.
Agreed.
But they've been played great by Casamigos while in the box. Just kick it out, headed it out. So, I mean, if they can just keep this up, they're going to catch Casamigos off guard at some point, I think. Even if they just starts with 1. If you can close that gap from 2 to 1 and hold Casamigos from scoring any more, they're still in this. I mean, any given Sunday, even though it's Tuesday.
Any given Sunday, even though it is Tuesday, and like we
shot on goal saved by Sumner.
Listen, we have a saying in the soccer world: a 2-0 lead is the most dangerous. It's the easiest one to fall apart. So, hopefully, going into the second half, Casamigos can hold on, or maybe Fatties FC can take advantage of that. Maybe they switch off. Maybe they get an early look early on.
Condon passes up. Back to Meehan. Meehan trying to play aggressive on the ball. No whistle. Still playing fast. Johnston now back to Malaku.
Good tackle there by Da Silva.
Ball played up quick by Casamigos.
Good use of his body there.
Da Silva.
Very, very composed on the ball. He's gonna be key for Casamigos if they want to control the pace of this game.
Yeah, Christian Mestri net was with the ball last. Back to Da Silva. Cross to the middle. And sent out of the end line. Corner kick coming up. Corner kick coming up for Casamigos, going to be taken by Da Silva. Everyone climbing in the box, seeing how they can set up. Kicks up.
Great ball in.
Sent out by Fatties FC. Recovered, and it finds the
first half hat trick by
net.
Moreno. With great control and finish, and that's got to be a huge momentum killer for Fatties FC.
They had something going. Moreno, though, setting the standard now. If you don't get 3 goals in the first half, I mean, it just says it all right there.
Absolutely. Moreno absolutely playing everyone off the field today.
Minute now in the first half remaining. Played back to Malaku. Malaku now looking upfield, has no options as of now. Gives it up to Johnston.
Passes it straight out of bounds.
Going to be a throw in for Casamigos. So Casamigos going to take their time. Let this half end, going into halftime up 3-0. Ashley Zambrano now with the throw in. Throws up. Played off the chest.
Great control there.
Sent up to the center. Overplayed by...
Trips over
his own feet, it looked like.
Yeah, man.
Condon, I don't know if Condon had a push or if the turf monster, but...
I just think Zoe Condon's a beast, honestly.
She's proved it this year, being the captain of this Fatties FC team, leading them to the championship.
Absolutely. And you know what? I think Fatties FC, no matter what the result today, should leave with their head held up high. They had so many upsets on their way in.
And that is going to be it for the first half. 3-0 is the score heading into halftime in favor of Casamigos, with Emmanuel Moreno having a hat trick on his resume already. We'll see you back here in a few minutes for the start of the second half action.
Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. Mead Stadium's the site of this Corec intramural soccer final. 3-0 lead for Casamigos wearing the orange kits. Esteban, debrief that first half for us because a lot happened.
A lot did happen. The biggest thing that we should note is an Emmanuel Moreno first half hat trick. He's currently taking a breather on the sideline right now. But a first half hat trick with 3 pretty decent goals. He had a very good touch and control for his last goal. The second goal was a really dangerous cross put into a really good spot. His first goal came within 2 minutes of the first half. Great far post finish. So, I mean, there's a lot been happening. Fatties FCs have had a lot of good chances as well. They've had a lot of opportunities where they might have possibly found someone at the back post and they weren't necessarily there. But they're going to need to keep looking for that back post, and, their communication's got to be up too. We haven't really heard them talk much from up here.
Now, as the whistle blows to start the second half, Zoe Condon now with the ball at the 40-yard line. Dishes it across the middle, playing it back.
See Edgar Lopez checking in for the first game at center back, number 80, as we see someone driving into the, can't fully read the number here. Good feet.
Plays it around, just too many touches.
He could have pulled that shot maybe 3-4 steps earlier.
This one played out to the side, out of bounds. And is going to go to Casamigos. Goalie change for Fatties FC. Tumise Malaku stepping into goal.
That is surprising.
For the second half. He was the slated starter for this game and decided to put on a jersey instead and play defensive back. This touch played too far. Zoe Condon with the tough play, getting possession of the ball. Playing it up now.
Goes through Howard.
Still with the ball. Dishes it out.
Great defense by Mestri there. Great reset. Finds Condon once again.
Condon now. Is this where Fatties FC strikes with Moreno on the sideline?
And now would be the time to do
Condon
so.
with a shot.
Fortunately, just goes a little bit wide. But listen, man, you got to shoot against Casamigos. Opportunities will not come easy against this squad.
Definitely. While they're going to chase the ball out, I want to remind you, we do have another sponsor. Tables, the most utilized piece of furniture since the dawn of time. Dinner tables,
Desks,
pool tables. You can do them all.
Pong tables, ping pong tables. Most honestly, really underrated piece of furniture in my opinion. Doesn't get talked about enough in the world of furniture. I think
Does not. A good table will last you.
I think the futon gets a little bit more praise than it should. Lazy Boy gets a couple mentions here and there, but I don't know, man. Me personally, I'm a table guy.
Hot topic in furniture right now.
Absolutely, man.
Bidets.
Ooh.
Hot topic.
Hot
in
topic in furniture.
What has the stream gone to? All right, Casamigos now with the throw-in.
Listen, man, we just had to let the people know of our sponsors. Really important for this intramural sports program. We know we love our tables here.
Cano now on the far side.
Lopez getting his great dummy by Edgar Lopez.
Malaku now with the kick.
Finds
right to Johnston.
Johnson switched over to this right-hand side. Maybe they're thinking she could attack Howard and Scully, it looks like, as Scully puts the ball out of play. Johnson putting on some pressure.
Johnston now playing quick, plays it back for Fatties FC. No whistle blown.
Good feet by Grijalva.
Stays in.
Great feet
Aaron
by Grijalva,
now.
though.
Pat plays it back. So is this what Casamigos' game plan is for the second half?
I think
slow, methodical, play it back if you have to.
I think it needs to be. I mean, you have a 3-0 lead. There's no need to go full, 80 miles an hour on the highway. You can cruise at 45 on the back road. I think it's pretty easy right now for them. Just can keep the pace of the game at a decent level, no mental lapses, and Fatties FCs kind of need to apply some more pressure and trying to see if they can work their way into the box through this tough low block that Casamigos seems to be playing here.
That one sneaks out of bounds. Fatties FC throw in.
I have a suspicion that the players aren't fully confident about the out of bounds line because they've let a couple plays go here and there as a who was that? I can't see from up here. Apologies. Ramirez Lopez was fighting for a potential way into the box. As Mestri just slowing the pace of the game down, trying to find an option. Finds De Silva. Great touch and control by De Silva.
Plays it to Cano. Cano now sends it back across the field. De Silva. Passes it up.
Finds De Silva again in the middle of the park. Well, I said this in the first half. He's very composed. They're going to need to rely on him a lot to keep the pace of the game slow if they want to see this one out.
Casamigos now. Still kind of playing slow, but working the ball well.
Finds Grijalva, takes a touch, takes a shot, and great block by Lopez.
Casamigos now still with possession. Never mind, turned over. This one sent up into the air. Casamigos back with it.
Johnson with another win.
Touched by Katie there. And there's a body on the ground. No whistle. Casamigos now looking to pick up the pace now that it caught Fatties FC off guard.
De Silva taking a shot. Oh, my
right
God.
by Malaku into the top left corner of the net. You are in disbelief.
Oh, my God. That was unbelievable.
That came from about 35 yards out of the goal.
That came from nowhere, too. I was literally just talking about how they need to slow the game, pace the game down. But, hey, if you have an open rip from 35 yards and you can do that, why not?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky.
Michael Scott.
Glad we're on the same page there.
Dude, absolutely. That show was so good, man.
Fatties FC now on the kickoff. Condon. Condon playing it up. Right into Tanaka's hands.
Really calm night for Tanaka. We haven't really gotten to see the best of him, which, from apologies for the fans at home, he does make some really quality saves when he is forced to.
Grijalva with another shot.
And that one goes over the bar.
As he hits the ground, does a somersault and gets up.
A little too much mustard on that one. Probably could have used a little more relish or something. Calmed it down a little bit.
Goal kick coming up for Casamigos. 14:20 remaining in this second half. Up 4-0. Emmanuel Moreno still catching his breath on the sidelines. I'd be shocked to see him come in at all for the rest of the game.
Yeah, he's
unless
definitely
it gets close again.
He's definitely done his piece tonight. I think he can definitely leave today with a smile on his
This
face.
corner
and a great
kick played
performance.
directly into the box to nobody.
And
Sent all the way down the turf, rolls out of bounds around the 30-yard line.
You know, I
Tanaka now
will say, as far as
jogging over.
champ days go, great weather.
This is beautiful. Little windy, little chill, but it's a beautiful spring night in Kingston.
beautiful spring night. Listen, man, nothing beats last year's Champs Day where it was pouring all day.
As long as it's not raining, I'm content.
We're happy. I mean, we're dry up here, but
We are. And it's turf, so we'd play anyway.
yep. And I'd like to give a huge shout out to Kyle Tomaskovic, Nick Champion, Abby Klein for holding down the fort downstairs.
Imagine if we could just throw it to a sideline reporter right now. That would be really cool to look into for next year.
Yeah,
maybe.
we'll definitely have to look into a sideline reporter and possibly some VAR for next year. We'll see.
Casamigos now. Tanaka playing it back in his own half.
Oh, caught him sleep.
De
Moreno.
Silva kicking it back to Moreno. He's back into the game.
He is. I mean,
Oh,
finds Grijalva on a ping too. As looks like Marcus Sia has checked into the game for the first time for Fatties FC, playing center back.
this one played across the field. Able to keep it in.
Wow, great
His
control by
number
Scully.
13.
She takes a shot. Ambitious effort collected by Molaku,
Malaku now puts it on the ground.
telling his team to get up. You know, really, Timu's a great kid. He's a fighter. He's gonna want to at least get something out of this match.
Marcus now. That pass is too much in front of his teammate. Got to get back on defense now.
Grijalva slowing the pace of the game down, maybe trying to find De Silva once again.
And
Find him. He does.
touch was perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Stayed in. Back. De Silva in the box. Marcus trying
Marcus
to box
with
him
a
out.
body in a
And
box
Pokes it out.
That's the
Fatties FC sideline screaming in excitement.
I mean, from per Adam Schefter, I don't think Marcus has ever played soccer before, so him making such a great defensive play is huge.
And we got a whistle from Ash.
The ball was not set during the goal kick. I think he's just having us retake it,
And we're going to retake it. Malaku.
as well
Again,
as some
not
subs.
a natural goalie. Subs are in, plays it out. Zoe Condon now.
Finds Mian
Mian trying to get something going.
going at Scully.
Making
Scully
it
showing him the inside.
Going it really slow. Mian still has the ball. Dishes it out to Katie. Right into Tanaka's hands. Tanaka with a punt.
We
and
see
almost hits the ground in the other goalie box. Touched by Condon. Back to Mian.
Also like to point out that Jeffrey Orellana has checked in for the first time for Casamigos, slotting in at center back.
Maya Johnston now.
Probably is called
Across
in.
the middle.
Close the
Played
game out.
back. What a pass to De Silva.
Can he show us something again?
De Silva trying to put the
Great
moves on.
defense by Zoe Condon once again. She has had an excellent defensive performance, and I think she should be very proud of what she's done tonight.
Johnston to Meehan. Meehan playing it back.
Excuse
Katie.
the
The
wind,
wind.
folks.
The wind up here.
There's a
Shot.
Dragged
Wide left.
wide. Yeah, excuse the wind. It's we're right up top at Meade Stadium in the announcers booth, and the wind is pretty strong tonight.
First time we're saying the name Angel Benscombe for the first time tonight on that shot. Sent it wide left.
Looks like it's going to be another corner kick. This could be an opportunity for Fatties FC to maybe get something going. I mean, 11 minutes is a long time, and I have seen a bigger comeback
Kick is up.
with it.
The header. Sends
Johnston
it back out
got
of bounds.
Johnston again. It's Johnston again. She's the main threat for Fatties FC.
Something I noticed just on that corner kick, they had 3 players in the box compared to Casamigos having 6.
Yeah.
Already at a disadvantage.
I think they're giving Casamigos a little bit too much respect. I think they know how potent they are in the counter, and they're just planning for that.
Played across. Fatties FC now. The
Cross
pass
into
the
Meehan.
box.
Great
Meehan.
defensive intervention.
Meehan ends up with the ball again.
Another great
Spins
defensive
on the
intervention by
shot.
Madison Howard.
Meehan with the ball again.
Great feed by Meehan. Great
Meehan
feed
with
by
the
Meehan. And Scully
loses
gets
the
in the
ball.
way. Oh my goodness, this is like pinball football right now, folks.
Casamigos plays it out. De Silva.
Oh.
Back up to Moreno.
Who's gonna get there first?
Marcus with the defensive attempt. Moreno still with the ball. Condon with the defense. The shot by Moreno.
Moreno, that's selfish. You had a man open at the back post.
Goes off of Angel Benscombe. Is going to be it did go off of Angel Benscombe last.
Yeah, crucial
Going to
intervention.
be a corner kick for Casamigos coming up.
We see another
Taken
line
by
change
Moreno.
here. As Grijalva is checking back into the game, Oriana has checked back out. De Silva is also checking out.
It'd be so much easier if we just had that board and we saw the green and red numbers.
Oh my God, yeah. Maybe that's another thing we can invest in the future of the program.
Or some binoculars to see up here for numbers clarity. This corner kick sent right out of
I
bounds.
think sideline reporter comes first, though.
It's a lot of extra.
I will. Can't.
Throw in now for Fatties FC, played by Condon. This pass sent up the field.
Apologies, folks. My coordinator just made me chuckle. As a ball finds his way back to Grijalva, a ping to Moreno. And
Intercepted by Malaku. Malaku puts it on the ground. Moreno's right behind him. Timu had no idea he was there. He had to get it out quick. Fatties FC looking like they're trying to start a drive upfield. Johnston. Is it Johnston?
No, it's not
It's
Johnson.
not Johnston. I saw the
Very
black
ambitious.
shorts.
I think that is number
68, Ronaldo Figuera. I saw a 6 in the number, and he's the only 6. Ronaldo Figuera on that one.
Yeah.
Throw in now from Fatties, headed into Moreno's possession. Moreno working the sideline.
Great defense by Condon again.
Going to be another throw in for Fatties FC. Throw in taken by Prince Chef. Finds Katie Ignagne over the middle, passes it back. Ball played in their own half still. Here's the nice
sends him
move.
to the shops.
Ronaldo
Ronaldo playing like Cristiano. Finds
passes
Meehan.
it up. Meehan.
Is the first time attempt is a little too rushed. Take a touch, son.
That was actually Brett Summers, 31.
Oh, is that Brett Summers?
That was Brett Summers, number 31. Goalkeeper in the first half.
Swiss Army knife this guy is, huh?
7:52 remaining in the second half. 4-0 lead for Casamigos in this Corec finals.
This ball is
Tanako put on the ground for the goal kick. Played out to number 35.
very calm night for Tanako tonight. Finds Moreno. Great chest control by Moreno. Acres of space as well.
Moreno now.
Intercepted by Katie.
Katie now with a drive.
Being urged on to have
This
it
is
by
to
her
Johnston.
bench.
Johnson.
Johnson still driving, having a
Shot
shot.
by Tanako. Tanaka with easy saves tonight.
Yeah, a lot of tame efforts from Fatties FC today. Nothing really to test them, but they've had some good looks, admittedly, and I think regardless of how this game ends, they should be proud of how they played today. The score line is very different than the game story, in my opinion.
Yes, Fatties FC has played.
They played very well.
They played very well. They played more, I would say, tenacious.
Yes, I think they probably could have used a little bit more ambition. Just go for it. It's the final. Why not? Those shirts are very hard to come by.
Fast drive up the field by Grijalva.
Finds Moreno in the back.
Moreno tried the cross.
And a crucial intervention by Brett Summers.
Brett Summers playing goalie without actually having the gloves on.
Listen, man, I told you he's a Swiss Army knife. Him as Prince Sheriff.
Moreno now in the corner.
He's just taking it to the corner. Son, what are you doing? There's 6 minutes left.
Trapped in the corner. Looks like a hockey scrum, trying to fight over the puck. Ball poked out finally.
And it's one. Prince Sheriff kicks it off of Moreno. And honestly, why not? Kill the clock. You got, like I said, no need to floor it here.
This is intramural sports, though. We want to see the action.
Oh, absolutely. And listen, man, we have seen the action. We've seen some absolute bangers today.
Some confusion about
A false
it's a Casamigos goals throw-in.
bad throw by Prince Sheriff. That is not what I taught you what to do, son. What are you doing, my boy?
Moreno now. Excuse me.
Oh, Prince
Combined
with
two
he
names
makes
there.
up for his mistake with an excellent win against Moreno.
Sheriff sends it across to Summers. Intercepted.
By Green.
Sent up. Right into Ronaldo Figueroa's possession. Now he's driving up the field.
He's got
Right
acres
down
of
the
space.
center.
Acres and
Got
acres of space.
3 options in front of
What
him.
a pass!
Dishes it to Sheriff, and just too much on that touch.
I think he saw his head. I think he saw his name in the newspapers.
Get your name in the paper. Control the ball first, though.
Yeah, he's a little trigger happy, but that's my dog, though. Shout out Prince. If you listen to this later, I love you, buddy.
What a touch, though. Just
No, that was a great pass, honestly. This is what I'm telling you again. The back post has been open for a majority of this game for Fatties FC. That's the first real time we've really seen them exploit that.
coming up on the 5-minute mark in the second half. Casamigos going to take their time now. Tanaka walking it up. Here's the boot. Right to Moreno.
Great touch by Grijalva.
Oh,
there.
Grijalva, excuse me.
Great feet, too.
This
Takes-
one stays in bounds on the far side of the field. Grijalva now sends it across the middle to Johnston. Tried to find an orange jersey, but couldn't. Johnston now working fast. Sends it up to Katie, I believe.
Johnston genuinely might have like 15 interceptions this game.
Johnston with a shot
Right
into Tanaka's arms.
Why not? I mean,
Just puts this one on the ground. Going to wait to kick it out. It's touched by Moreno first. Moreno now with the ball back. Back to Tanaka. Tanaka now down the middle of the court. Intercepted by Summers. Court, field, pitch.
stadium, whatever you'd like to call it.
Summers touch wide right to nobody. Goal kick coming up for Tanaka and Casamigos.
We see a substitution here as Sia checks back into the game, as does number 23, Angel Ben-Cosme.
Checking out of the game, Brett Summers, who's been an offensive threat so far.
I mean, he has. He definitely injected a little bit of life into this Fatties FC offense.
With 3:45 left, let's see what Fatties FC can come up with. Back to Tinoco. Tinoco out to the side. Boot across into the middle of the field. We got excitement on the sideline.
Oh, look at Marcus. Look at
Marcus now with the defense.
Marcus with
the kick out to Johnston.
Oh, my goodness, Marcus, what a play,
Johnston
son.
now with some blue jerseys in front of him. That pass just behind Aaron Benscombe.
Benscombe with a shot, and
that one
he's
wide right.
scuffed and wide right.
So with 3:07 remaining in the second half, I'd like to remind you, we do have a second game upcoming at 8:30. Afro Nation versus Netflix. We'll be talking about that game maybe once this final horn blows before that game starts.
And
Preview of our second game.
That game is going to be a very exciting matchup. I'm very excited to see what
Shot on goal here, saved by Tinoco.
what occurs with a throw-in style throw to Grijalva.
Grijalva now up
Good control.
the shot,
And
saved by Malaku.
collected. Simple and easy.
The punt now.
That was like, honestly, great find.
Yeah,
I was going to say horrible technique, but great find.
fine by Malaku.
Finds Angel. Takes a pass to Johnston. Johnston with the deflection. Nope. Sorry about that. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick.
2:17,
Brandon taking
second half.
His sweet, sweet time. He knows that this game is about wrapped up.
Well, the clock is stopped right now because the ball goes so far away. He could have milked at least a minute and a half out of that.
Easily. I mean,
So-
I would have.
We stopped the clock. Now we're going to resume it. 2:17 and counting. Tinoco on the goal kick.
Finds Howard wide.
Howard now up the sideline. A bunch of green grass in front of her.
Finds Mark.
Marcus now with the
Great
poke.
defensive play by Marcus again.
Fatty's now FC with something brewing here.
Has Grijalva with another great defensive play against Angel Bezkami.
Pass out. Casamigos possession. Number 13. Ciara Scully plays it back. Now they're playing a little more keep away
Yep.
as the clock's under 90 seconds
Grijalva's
now.
driving up the center of the pitch. Will he have a shot? Looks like he's just going to
Grijalva
try to
splits
walk through him.
defenders.
What a
Malaku
goal! Takes a bit of
couldn't-
contact. And I just spilled all my water. That's annoying. But it was worth it. Great game.
Grijalva splitting two defenders, able to get the touch off, just
Great
enough
finish.
power to get it by Malaku.
Unfortunately, I think that is going to be the last dagger in Fatty's FC's game. But you know what? Like we've been saying all match, great game out of them. I think they have nothing to be ashamed of. They played excellently. Some great defensive moments. Just superior individual play from Grijalva, as we just saw there.
I feel like I know the answer to this question, but Moreno MVP?
Has to be for me. I mean, first half hat trick is a hat trick in 20 minutes. Seems pretty.
Take that hat trick out of this game. It's only 2-0.
It's only 2-0, exactly. And not for nothing, Fatties FC have been in this game. They've had a couple of decent chances with about 30 seconds left on this clock.
Conda now plays it out of bounds. And that's going to do it, folks. Casamigos going to take their time on this throw-in.
Be sure you guys stay tuned. Me and Nick will be on the call again for Afro Nation versus Netflix as Brandon Tinoco's in the middle of the field. Maybe they can get a consolation. Shoot!
There's someone there.
Moreno cleared it off the line.
Cleared it out of. Oh, it stays in. This is going to wind down the clock. We're going to hear a whistle any moment, and there it is.
Your 2025 Spring 2 Intramural Champions. As we have a. What, is that what I see here? We have a Fatties FC player celebrating with Casamigos. They
Hey.
must all be good friends.
Sportsmanship.
That is what we love to see.
Something we strive on
Yo.
here. Whoa. What is happening?
Oh, no, they're all right. I think they're friends.
I hope they
I
are.
hope so.
I hope they are.
I was
Yeah,
going to say, because that would have been
Well,
a felony.
that looked like a weird interaction from our angle, but I
And it's
think we're all good.
And I think that is the perfect way to end this stream.
So, as my partner said, your 2025 intramural champions, Casamigos, by a score of 5-0. Stick around in a mere, well, technically 24 minutes. We will be bringing you the men's finals.
And as confirmed by our supervisor, Kyle Tomaskovic, Moreno has won MVP for his first half hat trick. I've been Esteban Melendez.
I have been Nick Rudale.
See y'all in about 24 minutes.